I must say, I'm slightly shocked by the story which is coming out that Andrew Bridgen, he's the chum of Laurence Fox. I mean, be prepared for this. There's quite a theatrical tone to this story altogether. That Andrew Bridgen has reported a fellow MP. I was going to say a fellow Conservative MP, but then Andrew Bridgen is no longer a Conservative. He's an independent. Has reported a fellow MP to the parliamentary authorities for allegedly slapping him on the back of the neck. That was something that we used to do in Greece. We used to slap people on the back of the neck when they've had a haircut and we say, Meya. But instead of Meya, the MP who's called Crispin Blunt. Crispin Blunt, have I got that right? It is Crispin Blunt, yeah. Slapped him on the back of the head and apparently, allegedly, called him a bastard. I don't know whether Andrew Bridgen's paternity is in question. Does he know his father? But we certainly know Mr. Blunt's family. Indeed, we all know his niece. I think it's his niece, isn't it? The person who played Mary Poppins. So Andrew Bridgen has now entered into a family quarrel with Mary Poppins. I don't know whether you come out very well from that sort of quarrel, but Crispin Blunt is a difficult person. I mean, he's rather like Philip Schofield. He has been struggling with his sexuality, and I suppose if his niece was not Mary Poppins, he may have had more trouble with that. I don't know. I really don't know. But he's been very much an advocate for the transgender debate, and I find this action, this slap, rather out of character. He was a former minister. He represents Reigate, and he's not apparently explained his actions to anybody. I think people have asked him to explain, and he hasn't said anything. Andrew Bridgen, on the other hand, has been very loquacious. Andrew Bridgen, the person who's based at Ashby de la Zouche, and Andrew Bridgen has said there were a number of witnesses who saw this slap. And he said, I was sitting at one of the round tables in Portcullis House, and he went by the back of me and hit me on the back of the head with his hand and said, you're a bastard. And then he legged it off. I was completely shocked. That's not the behaviour you expect from a member of Parliament. I'm asking for an apology. It's just unbelievable behaviour. And there's so much unbelievable behaviour going around. I would have thought a slap round the back of the neck is probably fairly mild. The parliamentary code. The parliamentary code makes it clear that people should be people should be respectful of one another. There is zero tolerance for abuse or harassment. I suppose Andrew Bridgen should go and have a chat with people who really know about this, like Peter Bone, like Priti Patel, like Dominic Raab. I'm sure they will have very good advice for him, and I'm sure they will be able to put him in the right direction, because they know all about allegations of abuse, and I'm sure this matter can be, I was going to say can be thrashed out quite quickly, but I suppose that's the wrong word to use, isn't it?